Alrighty, welcome. Where is it? I get so lost in all these tabs. As soon as I find the tab here, was it here? Okay, here we go. Then I'll pop out the chat. Okay, and we're good. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. Jason said that he might join us in a little bit. He's finishing up a couple of things in WoW. If you are interested in WoW, we do have some news for that. I am going to start creating content for that with TBC and moving into TBC. I'm still going to do League. I have been spending a lot of time the last couple of weeks trying to decide what I wanted to do with WoW coming up. I know that, you know, there were definitely some of my friends that were wanting to play it, and I know some people on the channel were wanting to play it, and everyone on the channel is my friend too. But I just wasn't quite sure how I wanted to handle it. Hey, what's up, Nagarake? But I think it will be good for the channel. Hopefully, I will post up a video with more information about that. But pretty much, I'm going to try to stream that a few hours, especially like when we're raiding or doing some backgrounds or something. I'm going to see if I can do that a few hours before League, at least 2 or 3 nights a week. I'll have the schedule posted kind of once we finalize that, but that would be something if you just kind of want to come in, hang out, watch some of that, or participate in it. Black Falcon's helping me set that up some as well, and if you want to join us, if you come to our server, then we will hook you up with 10 gold and 4 bags as just sort of a welcoming present. Maybe depending on how much interest there is, there might be a limited time offer. But we'd like to, you know, encourage people, especially if you're transferring or starting a fresh character from another server or something like that. Just to give you a little booster to help you get started there. And of course, you know, we're happy to help you out with a lot of stuff too. I think it'll be a really fun team-oriented thing, and I think that that's kind of what's unique about an MMO or something, and hopefully bringing a community together, is that people can, you know, maybe get on there, chat, hang out, and if nothing else, even if you're not doing WoW, hopefully we can kind of revamp the Discord and get that rolling again, so that there'll be more people on there talking, sharing memes, funny stories, you know, just talking about whatever people want to talk about. So I'm hoping it'll kind of increase sort of the social atmosphere through the Discord, even if people aren't playing WoW. That'll give me some more content that I can come in with too. And I think it's kind of cool because that is one where, you know, there is rating and stuff like that, but there's a lot more kind of casual stuff you can just sort of do to hang out with people as well. So anyways, I'll make a whole video about that, but we've decided that we're going to go Alliance, and we're going on the Heartseeker server, if you're interested in that. The reason that I'll go over it in the video, but there are a lot of reasons why I decided to finally choose Alliance, and specifically Heartseeker. The Heartseeker choice was because a lot of people who are interested in playing with us, who expressed interest, were on Heartseeker, and so that's why we chose that. It is a pretty lopsided Alliance server. When it gets closer to TBC, if they don't offer transfers or if they don't blend it, if people want a more blended server experience, if they want to do more world PvP, then, you know, we can talk about that at the time. But I think this is where we kind of landed for now, just because, again, we already have several people already had high level characters on that realm. Okay, so we need to get on Jinx, so we're gonna have to play Engage. Our team comp's not amazing. It's like, it's okay though. I think it's probably good enough. I didn't scout out to see. And then I'm gonna come back and start doing more League stuff outside of the streams too. I know I was a little late on the tier list, and I really only did the support tier list for this patch, and the next patch is halfway here. I will do a patch preview probably tomorrow. We'll do a patch preview tomorrow. Yeah, we're just kicking off some WoW talk. I'm going to start talking about League some too. I'll talk about whatever people want to talk about in there. But that's kind of been some of the newest developments on the channel. But anyways, I will do a patch preview of what the upcoming changes are supposed to be. I can look at them between games after the next game too, but I'll try to do a quick, you know, a TSP quick video about that for maybe like 15 or 20 minutes or something that I can release tomorrow. I do need to check what time my earliest conference is. I am doing conferences most of the day with students, so I'll have to check that out. But feel really sweaty. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. You know, I'm glad you know, kind of talked me into that. You'd like to see me on Thresh? I'd like to see me do well on Thresh. The problem is I'm just not that great on him. But maybe on the lower level account I can try him out. He is getting nerfed next patch. He says, you're working so hard on him. Like, he does have a high win rate and he can totally be good, but I feel like sometimes he's just not, like, ultra reliable. Stillness is not peace, it is death. Braum is getting buffed, which does look good. Yo, what's up, Dave? Hey, we got some news on the WoW front. I finally decided I'm gonna roll Alliance. I know a lot of people were trying to talk me into that. I know we have some Horde people too, but I think I've got something that hopefully will be fair. I mean, I could try a Thresh game if people wanna see that, but I think we're doing Alliance on Heartseeker. I kind of made a deliberation about that today. I'm gonna do Human Priest on Heartseeker. I know you said that you were maybe interested in doing a Draenei Shaman. And several of the guys that we had thought we were going to play with had Alliance characters on Heartseeker. So we wanted to pick a more balanced server. It's pretty Alliance slanted on that server, but it's also like 3 times as big as Stalag is. So if people want that world PvP, like later on, we can think about switching later if it comes to that, if the servers don't balance out with TBC. I personally don't mind a PvE type of experience when I'm leveling. The battlegrounds are also cross-realm, as are the arenas, so you'll end up having plenty of people to play with and organized play, and you just won't get those random encounters as much. I personally don't care that much about that. I know a lot of people do. But yeah, the reason that we chose such a lopsided Alliance server was because like 3 or 4 of the guys that we thought might follow us there that expressed interest in following us have mains on that server, like level 60s. But it turns out after we went to that server that, you know, they decided that they're probably just going to stay on Horde for now. They might change their mind later, but they decided they might stay on Horde. But I already got it fired up there. It seems like a nice server. It does have a good auction house for the type of products that I like to sell, which is very good. Seems very friendly too. We've seen a lot more people out leveling. Everyone's been very chill. Yeah, to be honest, last time I played TBC, I had only played on Horde as well. I've never really leveled up very far on Alliance. I did play an Alliance and Warlords, but I boosted it with the Riot boost. So yeah, I figured that'd be kind of interesting as well. And if I'm playing Priest, Human is best in slot for PvE. I think now that everyone has Fear Ward, because you get the 10% extra spirit in TBC. I just kind of like the aesthetic too of Alliance a little bit more. I like the zones, especially the early zones are kind of cool. Like I like the character models and the like the animations and stuff are cool. Okay, so we got to go tanky version. Also, I think that Alliance might actually be pretty strong in PvE, stronger than I was giving them credit for, because that Draenei bonus, that 1% to hit for pretty much all spells and all attacks permanently, is pretty huge. And then like humans with their sword specialization is pretty damn good too. Humans have a lot of good things, but like the sword specialization, even the guns for like dwarf hunters are pretty good. Like the extra 1% crit on the rifle is good because apparently with hunters, the best weapon until you start to get to tier 6, a lot of the hunter stuff I've looked at is the Wolf Slayer sniper rifle from Karazhan. Believe it or not, because of the attack speed, matters so much because of their one-button macro. But anyway, so I think there were a lot of things maybe I was underestimating about it. Yes, orcs and trolls do have very good actives that they can use for PvE, but the Draenei hit bonus, applying all the time, no cooldown, along with like human sword spec, is pretty good. And hunters like aren't bad with like dwarf. And the priests are going to be stronger. So I think it's a lot closer than other people think it is. And in looking at like raid progress on some private TBC servers and stuff like that, it's actually like fairly close. And PvP, it may not even be as bad as people think it is. I was looking at the arenas on some of these private servers. I was looking at arenas on private servers, and actually Alliance wasn't like that far off a lot of times. I think that people really underestimate like dwarf stone skin and then the human swords. Like yes, Will of the Forsaken is obviously super good, but I don't know. I think it wasn't quite as lopsided as a lot of kind of the mainstream media makes it out to be, either PvP or PvE. And people, you know, we were talking about it last time, but thinking about kind of the neckbeard phenomenon, but that is kind of a real thing too, potentially, that I think that Alliance might be a little more laid back, a little more chill. Yeah, the rep bonus is obviously huge as well. Well, I think they're going to give you a couple of, like at least a month to level up. And I said I'm gonna like release a full video about this, but I'm willing to sponsor anyone that comes over. Hold on a second. Where am I going? I'm willing to hook you guys up with like a starter pack. Anyone that comes over, like 10 gold and 4 10-slot bags and stuff, just to kind of help you out for people starting on a fresh server. Yeah, Perception's super good too, because there will be a lot of Druid Rogue. So that's another thing that's, I think, is underestimated a lot. So yeah, anyone that does want to come over, that's interested in that, then I will hook y'all up with that. And we have some other sort of things that are possible too. If you have like a lot of gold on another account or something like that, we know a technique where you can perhaps move some of that gold over given certain circumstances. So just talk with us. Falcon came up with a really ingenious plan earlier. I actually did that with Connor. I moved 900 gold earlier from Stalag over to Heartseeker because they have these high level accounts on Heartseeker with a lot of gold that are Alliance, and I have high level character, well not a high level, but I have a character with like a pretty good chunk of gold on Stalag, on Horde side, and they have lower level characters on Horde. Then they just pay me the money in Alliance money on Heartseeker, and then I can give them an equal amount of money in Horde money on Stalag. So that was actually really nice. Yeah, and we can help you level up too. We're gonna definitely go all out. I mean, it's gonna be a guild to help people out, and you know, we really want it to be a good community effort, and I'm sure we'll have people that are willing to step in and help. I'll try to help out, you know, with levels or, you know, maybe a little bit of financing every now and then. Like I said, willing to sponsor kind of that initial care package. I think I've just got to... I think I've got to dodge one more... I think I'm just dead. It's just so much CC. Maybe I should have ulted earlier. Yeah. Ivern's just so sticky. Yeah, Connor did it. I moved the goal before I came on stream. That's why I took a couple extra minutes. Yeah, he's down with it. And the fish market cleared up too on Stalag, which is great. I don't know what happened to all those cheap fish. Either they just fell off the market and the guy hasn't relisted them yet, or someone bought them out at a lower price. Someone with deeper pockets bought them out at a lower price and listed them higher. Because there were some that were also listed higher. Well, you could mailbox yourself, can't you? For the most part, if you're gonna... I guess that you wouldn't have to use your boost on that server, I guess, which is a good point. But if you're gonna use a boost and move it anyways, I would have to mailbox you that, I think, right? In order to make that work, which would take 15% of my money. But you can just, or not mailbox it, auction house it. Would you have to auction house it too? I'm not sure. I'm kind of tired, so I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, if you do want to level up and all, yeah, that's cool. We'll say the most in-demand classes are going to be Hunter, Warlock, and Shaman. We still will need one more main tank, preferably a Druid. And we still need healers as well. Yeah, we could do that. He has a certain, like, amount he can do. But I think he might still have 500 gold left that he can move around. A Warlock would be good. Why would you play Maokai, man? Nobody ever wins on that champ. He's only the highest win rate support right now in solo queue with a greater than 2% pick rate. Yeah, Druids are cool. Druids are very in demand as well. It'd be nice to have a healer druid or a boomkin or a feral DPS that's willing to tank at least some of the time, even if not full on tank all the time. Yeah, I said just that has greater than a 2% pick rate. That's usually the threshold. Hey, Jody. Yeah, man. If you want to come on, we've got the Discord. I can link the Discord for you. We're on Heartseeker Alliance. Yeah, well, we're trying to get the charter signed. I think we're going to be diffed and miffed. Yeah, Alliance on Heartseeker. And then we've got a Discord where you can sign up for it, and we can get you added. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Holy Priest. No way, real. Holy shit. Dude. He's so fed. Talon's 0-4. Oh my god. Okay. I think he said tank. But yeah, man, we could have you as one of the main tanks. If you want, it's open. Not entirely sure about the raid times. I was really thinking of like, I mean, I'm open to see what most people can do, but I was thinking, you know, somewhere on the order of like 9 to midnight or something. 2 or 3 nights a week. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm open to negotiate on that. Wow, he walks. It's a sad day. Yeah, so we're on Heartseeker right now. It's a very alliance heavy server. Main tank would be great though if you like doing that. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to either transfer it or you'd have to start something new. I was saying earlier that I'm willing to hook people up with 4 10-slot bags and 10 gold to come over. I know it's not going to make up for the fact that you have a large character, but it'll get it started off right. And then if we get a bunch of people that join that are kind of like in the same level area, a lot of people can level together, and we can help you out with some big stuff, you know, like some dungeon runs, get you some gear, get some of those like quests out of the way and things like that. It seems to be a pretty good server as far as like there's quite a few people around. I think you could probably find some dungeons, but we can definitely hook you up. Where does it say Maokai's highest? Last time I looked on Wallalytics. May have changed over the, it's been a couple of days since I've looked, but I can look again after this. Yeah, if it's ally, you can do a transfer, or if it's horde, there are ways to move your money, but it can get kind of tricky. I mean, yeah, they're pretty much all AD. I need to go plated steel caps. Kind of getting smashed everywhere. It's possible we could still win though, but are they on Baron? I think they're probably on Baron. Yeah, they're on Baron, but Misfortune's bottom. She's so checked out of this game. She's not really paying attention. I mean, right? They're on it, right? No, maybe not. Okay. I guess they're just all AFK randomly. I don't know. Holy sh... We just do no damage. Misfortune died with ult. Or was she... Maybe she wasn't even there. I guess she wasn't even there. Iron's just too strong. You don't want to hit the Yone that just dove the tower? Jason might get on in a little bit. I think he said he was going to finish 1 or 2 quests. Yeah, I mean, I know it's tricky because everyone's probably going to come from different servers. We just had a lot of people that, you know, might be a part of our server that, or might be a part of our guild that were on that server, so that's why we chose it. And Wings, we decided we are going to run an ally over on Heartseeker. So if you come over there, I know it kind of sucks. You've been leveling up. I've been leveling up too, but we can find a way to move your gold over potentially if you, depending on how much gold you have. Well, and I'll hook it up with a care package too. Imagine not using Gale Force to dodge that engage. But people who come over, I'm giving everybody 10 gold and 4 bags. If you're coming from a different server and you're part of the channel. While supplies last, but I can offer that for a while. Cool, man. I'm glad you're hyped about it, Dave. And we'll help run you through stuff, too. We have... Falcon has a really high-level character there. We do have some other high-level people as well who might be around. I'm going to try to level up as fast as I can. And if we get a bunch of people also that are, you know, coming over around the same time, then y'all can kind of... y'all can kind of get together and do it yourself. You can boost if you want. If you just want to wait on the boost for a month and just hang out and just, you know... It's up to you. I know that the leveling process is arduous. I believe, aren't they going to allow the boost in the pre-patch? Is that the word on the street? Even if it is just right when the patch drops, and you want to boost it that way, that's fine. And we can find a way to help you, you know, we could maybe find a way to help you move your money over one way or another. But it's up to you. One of the main reasons for me to just kind of go ahead and do it and not wait on the boost was just that I wanted to go ahead and accumulate gold, right? So I wanted to have some money ready to go so I could try to get that Mooncloth set as soon as possible. And it's going to be very expensive early on, but it's such a massive power spike that I think it'd really help us out a lot. Because if you can buy those craftable items, not only are they, like, actually really strong, but it frees up picks for other people in the raid. I know not everyone has enough time to farm the gold or whatever. I have some ways that I farm that I can kind of multitask. Gnome Lock it is. Hell yeah. Heartseeker, yes. The one that's, like, really Alliance favored. So it should be a pretty chill, like, leveling experience. Yeah, we definitely need Warlocks. I know you've kind of got some experience on the lock. Okay, let me grab my coffee real quick, but I'll be back in just a second. Let me look up that stat that I said I was going to look up too. I mean, maybe Maokai dropped a little bit since the last time I looked, but I had been doing, like, pretty well on him. It's just that game, it was so hard. Like, Rel was pretty good in a Maokai. I was first pick, blind pick. So I just picked Maokai because I can be an AP threat, or I can go for kind of a more tank mode. Okay, so he's not literally the number one. Right now, he dropped a little bit, but he's number 3 in terms of win rate, right? So he's up there, right? He's 53 plus. So, like, Zillion right now and Sona are a little bit higher. The gnomes are kind of cute. I'll give them that. Yeah, it seems pretty friendly so far with kind of what's going on. Yeah, talk to message Black Falcon. He can give you his IGN in the game, and he went ahead and started the guild charter. Okay, but I'll be right back. Let me get some coffee, and then we'll get back into the game here. Yeah, Zillion's number 1, which is kind of... It is what it is. People have been telling me Zillion's good for years. So not greater than Maokai? I think he can. And, or I think she can if she's in the right kind of situation. It's got Vagar. All right. Move your mage over. Is it a human mage? Oh, okay. Jeez, we have 2 ADCs. Guess maybe I'll go Maokai again. I kind of want to go like Rakan, but I just don't know what they're gonna pick, and I might need to be tanky. Oh, they're switching. It's up to you. I don't want you to break your bank. I know you've transferred around several things. But yeah, if you're on there right now and you want to hook them up with that, the 10 gold in the bags, just let me know how much that is. What are 4 of those little bags? Are those things like 1 gold each or something? 2 gold maybe? And just let me know. Like I said, I can cover the whole thing if you want, or if you want to go 50-50 with it, that's fine too. Okay, we're going to go 1 magic resist rune. Alright. And we can just kind of see how it goes. I maybe should have scouted this out a little bit. Okay, cool. So yeah, just tell me how much I owe you when I get on, when you find people on there. Sweet, sweet. It's looking good. I have to contact the other lock. I'll be on fishing tonight. Sometimes he's on late night. On Stalag a little bit.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, so they are mostly AD. They do have Ari. They are pretty squishy. We don't have that many... We don't have that much engage, though. It's pretty much just Lee, so I probably do need to be tanky. The thing that I like about Maokai, like kind of tanky Maokai, is that you get the really good scouting with your seeds. He has great CC. It's point click. They can't outplay it with Gale Force or Flash or whatever. If you hit them with it, they're going down. And you do, like, your seeds do pretty good damage too. And you're so flexible with your items. I could even go like Demonic Embrace if we need a little bit more damage later, you know? I was like 1 pixel away from getting her. She may have flashed and pulled me into some trouble, but... Oh, wow, you got the name Vhagar? That's pretty awesome. That's very appropriate. The Dark Mage himself. That's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. The wave's just coming up. If she jumps, she's dead. They have sums, man. Dude, shut your mouth. Like, you're so low. It's a terrible fight. I mean, maybe if I hit her with this seed, they have too many minions. I'm like 99% sure they have heal also. This guy's really trying to get us killed. She timed that jump really well. Okay, yeah, jungler's right there. I mean, with Karma, we're at a pretty big disadvantage if we don't get a gank early, you know. That's just kind of how it is with a lot of melee champs. Maokai doesn't have, like, the best, you know, engage in the early game. God. Dude, I'm sitting on, like, 1 HP. Vi's here. She's still here? Wow. Awesome. Thanks so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Yeah, hey, we need warlocks. Obviously, I like shamans too, but... Wow. Jesus, Lee just got deleted. I thought there was going to be a little bit more pop there. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, that was rough. Oh, that's true, because you can't level Shaman yet. That's... Okay, gotcha. If you want to do the Shaman. Yeah, I think Lock is a great ult, because that can definitely help you farm. Shaman's not necessarily notorious for being the greatest of farmers, especially healing Shaman. So yeah, Lock, definitely a good call. They do level up fast. You know, like you said, you don't have to spend as much money on them, because you get that mount. And they're just really strong. You know, we'll probably have some... I mean, it's, you know, we're never going to want to replace your Shaman, probably. But I was going to say, like, if people have alts, you know, like if someone has an alt that can heal or something, and they're usually DPS, and, you know, a healer's out for a night or something like that, you could switch from healer to DPS or whatever. Or there might be some fights where, like, it's really bad for melee. I don't know. Just having alts that are different can be helpful. Or just to have fun with them, you know. We can run them through Karazhan and stuff. We will need 5 extra, like, alts or 30 people to make a 25-man group. Because Karazhans are groups of 10. Oh my god, are we about to get dove again? Karazhan are groups of 10, so we have to have 3 groups of 10 to make a group of 25. So we could do that with 5 ults, or we could just have 30 people and then 5, you know, just aren't that interested in raiding. Yeah, I mean... Like, Vi has spent like 20 minutes down here, so... we only have 1 death. I died once. Aatrox is kind of winning top. Lee is up a little bit of farm, so, I mean, there's some stuff going on there, but... Ari's been down here twice. But, I mean, it's got to work with what you got. Okay, we did get Rift. Maybe... Okay, we got to kill top with Rift. Maybe they get a couple plates here.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. Why are you playing Maokai? Not opposed to Hunter? I mean, Hunters are great too. Both of them are, you know, that's Hunters, Shamans, Locks. That's what we need a lot of. It's really kind of unlimited slots. I mean, we have a lot of room for niche specs. That's really cool about TBC is, you know, there are a lot of different specs you can go. Or like stuff you can bring to the raid, basically, that is going to be useful. They're kind of these sort of fun, sometimes thought of as meme specs, like Boomkin or, you know, Ellie Shaman, Enhancement Shaman, Ret Paladin. These stuff that are not usually, like, the mega heavy hitters and stuff. Ellie Shamans are very good early. But you can still bring the utility stuff. But it's also good just to have, you know, as much meat and potatoes as we can get there, you know? I think hunters are supposed to be, if played properly, are the sort of the best single target DPS versus warlocks are a really strong single target, but the best multi-target. I get charmed. Holy shit. Really? Dude, how much did that bomb do? The bomb did like 200 damage? I thought I was like standing right here. I didn't think the explosion radius was that far. Yeah, I mean, you better just use it. Yeah, just drop it. Okay. God, this Triss is getting so fed. She's got like 10 plates or something. That jungle pressure, man, is just eating us up early. What? How the hell did she know I was there? She just guessed? No, okay. I know, dude, we're on it. We're trying. God, all three of them are gonna stack and get top tower too. Holy shit. They're just goon squatting. Be careful, she could kill Bean. We obviously don't have a tower left anymore. And they took everything in the jungle. Holy shit, I think they got almost every plate. So bad. No block with pigtails. Hell yeah. Hey, for doing dungeons and stuff, if we can all get kind of close to a level, I've been going kind of hard lately, but I've got healer, and then Falcon's doing tank, so we got a bunch of people rolling DPS. You know, we definitely get some groups. Bazooka. Nice. Both Locks and Hunters also have access to really good gear early. Hunters, that 4-piece set out of dungeons, is supposedly like even better than tier 4. I don't think it's as good as tier 5 with Beastmaster Hunter. It's close, I think. It's definitely on par with tier 4, which means that you don't have to worry about like rolls for your tier 4, and you don't have to buy, I don't think, really expensive crafted gear to get that early power, right? Versus like Locks, you can get some pretty good stuff without the crafted gear, but the Spell Strike and the Shadow set are like extremely good. You know, I know not everyone's going to be able to afford those right off the bat, but that is a good option that you can kind of gear up a little bit early. But Hunters, it's nice that you basically just get like super good gear just straight out of dungeons. Priest, I'm gonna be right there with you. The Mooncloth set's like very expensive, but it's just so good. We don't have Lucian. That wasn't enough. Oh my god. Well, he's getting diffed and miffed, man. Lucian's not even ahead on farm. That's not good. He's just like free farming, like AFK free farming bottom, and he's still behind because Triss is just farming everything middle. I guess Aatrox is kind of up in farm, but yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, the Warlocks being able to get their own mounts is nice. I guess we just go tank. Oh, I can go like Abyssal Mask here. I totally forgot about that item. That would be pretty solid. To add some extra damage, and that would give me some extra tankiness against Ahri. If I need it. I probably should just go lock after that, or lock it, though. Probably won't get to the point where I have another big item, but... Can we? The Scion. Damn. We still have the damage. I thought they were gonna blow him up with the Aatrox when he hit all of them, but what do you mean solve the affliction versus DPS? I think all Warlocks start off in tier 4 basically as going affliction, ideally because you don't have enough spell hit and you need the you just need 16% spell hit, or like a good chunk of spell hit, because otherwise you can get the shadow weaving thing in the affliction tree. But once you have enough spell hit, I think going Destro Lock is ideal, although having one affliction lock is still like good. I'm not sure, there was another guy on here that I think wanted to do affliction lock that asked for it weeks ago, but I'm not sure. He's on Horde right now. I don't know if he knows about the Alliance switch yet, so I'll have to talk with him about it. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we have multiple affliction locks, I suppose, but Lee is just too bad of a pick right now. You got to take over early, and they just camp the shit out of our lane. I mean, we did a good job like not dying, but we weren't able to adequately shut down the Triss, and we didn't get anything else on the map for it. Like, I died once to a 4-man dive, basically. I don't think there was any way I could have gotten out of that. I don't know. I'm sure there's some stuff I could have done better, but we just have, like, the Lee is just, like, a very early game champ. He's like, there's nothing I could do, man. Vi was down there. It's like, dude, how about, like, walk up through the lane? If you think there's too much, like, vision, which I had control wards in the tri-bush, I think a good chunk of the time. But it's like, dude, I don't care if you match. Like, I would like for you to match and come down here, because I think that if you counter gank, it's fine, but, like, make something else happen on the map. Right? Like, get top lane ahead, get mid ahead, or at least be up in farm. But Vi got away with sitting bottom for like 5 minutes. Like, actually sitting in that bush forever. And she didn't fall behind in farm. She didn't lose any other pressure on the map. They're still up objectives. I think they got... I'll just pack it in. Huh. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy against a level 73 mob. You're always going to have a 1% against a level 73 mob. It's 17% chance to miss. So you need 16% chance to hit. And the hit is the most important thing. I don't remember all the math behind it, but it pushes crit, and like there's a certain table of stuff that can happen anytime there's an interaction. And basically, if you're not hitting them, then you also can't crit them. So it gets more complicated than that. But basically, hit rating is your best stat on Warlocks for sure, and on most casters, and even other classes until you get hit capped, as they call it. So that's 16% spell hit on casters, and then I believe on like melee DPS, and I think probably also range DPS, it's 9% to hit. And that means that all of your white attacks, your basic auto attacks, or no, that means that all of your special attacks, your yellow attacks, can't miss. And then if you get more than that, so that your white attacks hit more often, that's good, but that's not like as necessary as making sure that your specials don't miss. Oh, I need to tweet this as well. Yo, what up, Sammy? Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you've crawled your way out of the doghouse. Or at least there's been some air conditioning installed in the doghouse. Maybe a cot. Black Falcon is a paladin with a paladin alt. This is the dedication this man is putting in to trying to make this a successful experience for everybody. He has a human, level 60 paladin that he transferred over. And he's re-rolling a dwarf paladin because dwarf has a better racial for tanks in TBC. That's the links he's going to. Also, I think he wants to help me level up too, so we're kind of leveling together, which makes it pretty fun, especially when you're playing like a healing class, like a priest. Like priest can solo level pretty well, but it is fun and does kind of move around a little bit faster when you have somebody else leveling with you. Let's not push it on too many people. Sammy would probably have like 1,000 ping or something. The whole alliance thing really is kind of growing on me. It does have a nice aesthetic to it. Like I said, I did Horde and TBC. Like the zones are really nice. I even like the music. It's not like the Barrens and you know, some of those places aren't like interesting, but level 60 Resto Shaman. I'm rolling another one too. Nice. Oh, did you have a Horde one? I think it is kind of fun when you go from Horde to Alliance. It might seem like, oh, you got to level again, but at least for a little while, I feel like it's kind of a bit of a different experience. Like you're in different zones, doing different quests. You know, just stuff looks different. It's like, yeah, you're killing mobs and things like that, but I feel like it is a little bit of a different experience. You know, at least going up to level 30 or 40. I feel like it can feel relatively unique. The Baron chat. I don't know. I guess you pay more attention to the chat, or maybe I don't know. Maybe people just act toxic around you. I'm not sure, because you're talking about Ogremar chat too being pretty toxic, and I just haven't seen a lot of that, but I don't doubt it that there's some of that going around. There's a lot more people on this one too. I mean, it's not like a massive server, but it's a medium-sized server. I think it's 2 or 3 times as large as Stalag. So we've definitely seen people, you know, lots of people run around in the town. We've seen people out questing, but it's not so many people that you can't get your quest done, right? You're not like fighting to tag mobs. And I think pretty much everybody that we invited to join us, if we were like trying to do some kill quest or something, pretty much everybody joined us. So they were willing to, you know, split the mobs with us and not fight us for tags, which was pretty cool. Yeah, we're talking about WoW Classic. We're starting up. I decided I was going to play it and for when TBC launches. So we're just kind of preparing for TBC. And I haven't noticed any sort of toxic chat. A lot more people asking for like groups and stuff like that so far. 90% Chuck Norris jokes. But yeah, we are. I've finally decided we're doing Alliance on Heartseeker. So if you have any interest in playing, diffed and miffed. Is that how it's spelled? Nice. Oh, you got all the charter signed? Okay. Top lane Nocturne. I need to scout these games because I haven't used my dodge yet, and these games haven't even been close. So there has to be people that are playing stuff they don't usually play. These are so weird. Like, hold on, let me look. Oh, no. Hold on. Yeah, if you want to join us on there, anyone from the channel that's coming in, and you don't have to raid. We are going to, you know, be a raiding guild for TBC. But if you just want to hang out, do some battlegrounds, arenas, or whatever, if you want to join, then I'm giving people 10 gold, or Black Falcon splitting the cost with me to go for 10 gold and 4 10-slot bags to help get you started. And then people will, I'm just going to dodge this. Our team comp's just garbage. And, like, Nocturne's okay, but they just have so much better scaling. And Samira is just, like, a dumpster fire right now. So let's dodge that and we'll get on the other account. No problem. On Mancrick. Oh, is that another server that you're on? That's a big one, right? Oh, I'm sure there are people trying to trigger other people. I feel like there might be less griefing and less neck bearding and stuff like that on Alliance, although that maybe is not true. I tend to think that, and these are assumptions, but like on Horde, a lot of people play Horde because they want PvP. You know, they want confrontation. They probably want world PvP, which is probably slightly more likely to attract the kind of personalities that would grief people, that would try to trigger people, and things like that. Not to say all Horde are like that. I played Horde on TBC, and I had a guild that was Horde, and they were all very cool, chill people. You know, so not all Horde, but I'm thinking if you were just to look at the numbers and play the probabilities, that you'd be more likely to find someone that would be more, I was going to say not necessarily controversial, but that would like try to trigger people or whatever. Oh, it's one of the biggest PvE servers. Okay. So once again, like, huge generalization. But I think that it might attract that type of thing. AP Mal. Well, I would like to go AP Mal, but the last couple of games we haven't had any engage. Two of your 60s are there. I gotcha. Okay, it is on Heartseeker. So it's Alliance on Heartseeker. We picked Heartseeker because there are several people, several of my friends that were thinking about going Alliance. We're not sure now, but they have like high-level Alliance characters, and I was under the impression that they were going to join us and go Alliance. They have been leveling up Horde on a different server, Stalag. I was on that server with them for a little bit, but we decided we want to go Alliance, and I was trying to compromise with them. I was like, look, guys, I know you've been leveling Horde characters. I have too. I know it kind of sucks to, like, move off of that, but how about this? I'll go to the server where you already have high-level Alliance characters. And they're like, okay, sure. And then they consulted with more people. I was just really talking with one person, and then he consulted with other people, and they're probably going to go Horde. There's a chance they might come hang out with us and do Alliance. But either way, that's why we picked Heartseeker. So it is a very Alliance-dominated server. It's like 97% Alliance or something like that. But I think especially for kind of just the leveling experience right near the end of the expansion here, I personally kind of like leveling without getting ganked every 2 minutes in Stranglethorn Vale, you know? And like the battlegrounds are cross-server now, or like region-wide, right? So you're not just playing people from your server, you're playing everybody on the East Coast or whatever. Same thing with Battlegrounds. So if you want PvP, like organized PvP, you can find it, and you won't have to wait for it, and it'll be, you know, reasonably matched, right? But yeah, it's not going to have a ton of world PvP probably right now. But there might be, you know, when TBC comes out, they might combine some of these servers, or they might do something else to try to bring more people in if you want to do world PvP stuff. To me, it doesn't really matter that much. It's because if I want to PvP, I'm going to do it in battlegrounds or arenas. But, you know, that's the only downsides. I know some people might have a problem with that. But it is still a pretty big server. I think of active raiders, last time I looked, which I forgot the website's like WoW Tavern, or maybe it's Legacy Players. I can't remember what it is, but the website I looked at said that there was like 3,500 people that raided last week. So that's not even like total population. That's just people that are actively raiding. So it's you see people around, but it's not so crowded that you can't get anything done. So I'm digging it so far. I've only spent like one day on there, but it seems pretty cool. But yeah, that's where we are. Heartseeker. Talk to Black Falcon. He can hook you up. The name is Dift and Miffed is the name of the guild. We can get you the invite. And just let Black Falcon know, and when you come in, we'll hook you up with 10 gold and 4 10-slot bags to get you started. Really? Is Horde unfavored in Alterac Valley? I thought that Horde was supposed to be super favored. Oh, you were on Horde, so you were looking for allies. That's what I thought. I thought that allies just did not play that for some reason. I don't really understand the map super well. I'm like, is it really that lopsided? But I think statistically, at least historically, allies just kind of always lose on that map. But I don't know. So AV's kind of rough. But I think the other maps are like okay for farming honor. I personally liked the Capture the Flag one. I don't remember. Or Capture the Zones. The Capture the Flag one was cool too, but like the Zone one was kind of fun. I don't remember what that was. Arathi Basin. But yeah, I didn't play AV that much because it had huge queue times and it just took forever. I don't know. There are some honor pieces that are nice. Okay, so Black Falcon's name on the server is Beowulf. So just holler at him on there. And my name is just Abraxas on there. So you can follow me on there if you want as well. I kind of want to do something other than Maokai, because I know I've been playing Maokai a lot and people like to see other things, but I'm finally not blind pick, so I could do something else. Damn, they do have a Nocturne though. They're pretty much all AD. Yeah, they are literally all AD. Damn, maybe I should have done a tank. Leona or something. AB does have a lot of good gear. I don't know. It's a tough call. It might be better now. I know it does have a good offhand for priests, but you got to remember TBC is coming out probably within a few months. So, and they are going to let you go for your Warlord's gear or whatever it is, your rank 14 gear. You can, like, once the pre-patch drops, which I think is supposed to be like May 18th. Once that drops, you can purchase that with the marks and stuff like that. Now, some of that might require AV, I'm not sure. But we'll see. And we could get a bunch of people together and run some battlegrounds and stuff, too. That'd be pretty fun. Oh, let's see. Kamoy asked earlier, why is he B3 with silver 1s and 2s on my team and the enemy team? Well, either you have really high MMR or they have low MMR. Or that people are duo queued. You got to keep in mind that a silver 1 can duo queue with someone who's in Bronze 4. So if someone were playing in Bronze 4, you could even be playing in Iron 1 and have like pretty good MMR where you're getting matched with Bronze 4 people. Then that Bronze 4 person could duo queue with a Silver 1 person. And so you could technically be Iron 1 playing against something like Silver 1. I've had it in reverse before, where I've been Platinum 4, and I've had someone on my team who was like Silver 3 or something like that, because my MMR was low at the time, and I was getting placed with Gold 1s, and then a Gold 1 person who had kind of high MMR was duo queued with like a Silver 3. So sometimes you just see weird stuff like that. Duo queue kind of messes that up. But also, you just, either they have low MMR or you have high MMR. Hey, what's up, Mitch? Good to see you, buddy. I think I've seen you on the client a little bit every now and then. Good to see you keeping at it.
30 seconds.
How the good players do it. Well, I'm trying. Haven't seen that much good play tonight. I thought I played okay in the games. There's stuff I could have done better. But first couple games I got kind of blown out, but we're having fun with it. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty chill guild. You know, like I said, people can come in, hang out, not raid if they want, but obviously we're looking for raiders too if you want to do that. Don't have a raid time nailed down. We'll just kind of see where everybody stands, but my initial thoughts are try to raid maybe, depends on how fast we can do it, 2 or 3 nights a week from like maybe 9 to midnight. We could go earlier if people want to do that. People want to go like 8 to 11, 7 to 10. You know, I could find ways to make that work too. So I'm pretty open for it. We'll just have to see what other people would like to do. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get the perfect schedule for everyone, most likely. But it'd be nice if it wasn't too much earlier than like 7, though. Later's better for me just because that gives me time if, you know, I want to go out to eat with the wife or go play at the park with my daughter or something, then we can do that. But, you know, it is only, hopefully, a few nights a week. It's not every night, so I could probably play around that if need be. Seriously? Wait, how the fuck are we not level 2 yet? What the actual fuck? Wow. How did we seriously not hit 2? Were we that, how are we that far behind with Caitlyn? I guess I should have counted the minions better. I thought we were just like 1 or 2 minions off and they would die in the middle of that fight. But we were off like almost a whole freaking wave, like 2 melees. Jeez. How did they outpush us that hard? I guess Tarek used, I guess he used his stacks and I didn't use my stacks or something. I don't know. Caitlyn didn't use her Q.
Enemy double kill.
Jesus. It's not looking good for the home team. God, that was so close. Yeah, I thought I had him too. I just didn't have my Q. If I had my Q easily, it probably would have been a double kill. But we were just so far behind on minions, like absurdly far behind. Like they hit level 2 for like over a minute, and we didn't hit it. It was just really unfortunate, like, spread of the minions, too. Maybe they just did, like, absolutely perfectly even damage to each other. Like, none of the melee minions got focus fired. Shit, am I just dead? I think he's creeping on us, right? Dude, we're just not having any luck with jungle today, man. Or just really anything, to be honest. I don't know. I have to look it up, Black Falcon. If anything, we could just make another guild. If you can't figure out how to transfer it. Surely there's a way to transfer. Really? Holy Dude, I could not get the heal on myself. Maybe if I self-casted it, it would have been fast enough. It's getting rough. It's getting real rough. Oh my god, look at mid lane. 16 CS to 50? What? I know it's a tough matchup, but holy shit. I don't usually self-cast that much, to be honest. I really don't like two-button things. I mean, I guess that's just a weakness of mine. I don't like pressing two buttons. I feel like there's a lot more chance for error, so usually I just, if it's in the middle of the screen, I just click on it. I hotkeyed my level ups to be my F keys. So. This feels like a really weird hand configuration. I guess Alt is not as weird as pressing like Control or Shift or something, but. Oh, okay. Sonar just told you. Support diff. I mean, Tarek is playing well this game. I don't think I'm dramatically playing like a ton worse than Caitlyn is, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not having a great game. Okay, he used his, oh shit. God, Caitlyn, why would you do that? Why would you let yourself get in range of that? Wow. Okay. What rank does it have to be to let you invite? I mean, I can pop on really quick between games while we're in queue or something and promote you. I haven't even signed on to it, though, right? So that'd be kind of awkward. But you can invite me. Wait. How did you promote me if I haven't even signed on to it yet? Oh, I signed the charter. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Cass did get 2 shutdowns, which is good. He needed that desperately. They just nerfed, the arm guard also, which is kind of bad. You really can't lose lane as Caitlyn though, too. Like, you gotta... Okay, I signed the charter. Okay, well, I'll come back on. I can get on between games then, and I can promote you. This is cool. We're getting a lot of people here. I am going to make a video about it, and I'm going to have some guides, too. Just basically, you know, obviously I haven't played all the classes, but I've done a lot of studying from a lot of the classes. Like, I'm trying to understand the game as much as I can, you know, typical TSP fashion. And I'm going to try to share with you some of the stuff that I think I've learned from some, like, other guides out there, right? Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have some guides out there. Hey Jay, yeah, I just started getting back into it. I played way back in the day, TBC, and since TBC's coming out, we are starting a guild, an alliance guild on Heartseeker. If you want to join us, we've got a good chunk of people already coming in. Anyone interested in, you know, raiding that can make the times and things like that, obviously I'm going to try to give people from the channel first dibs on that. But you can also just come hang out, chill, do some battlegrounds with us. Just hang out and chat, be social. It'd be a fun time. So it's Alliance on Heartseeker. And if you want to join, we're giving anyone from the channel that wants to join 10 gold and 4 10-slot bags. Just to kind of get you started on the server. I'm gonna go ahead and get boots here. It's pretty important to be able to dodge the Tarek stun. Yeah, man, hit it up. More the merrier. We'd love to have you. And I think, like I was saying earlier, I think this is, hopefully this will be a really good thing, even for those of you that don't want to play WoW, perfectly fine. I'm still going to do the same League content. This is not going to replace League. This is still doing League. And hopefully it'll bring the Discord alive a little bit more. So people, you know, can share some jokes, some memes, some funny videos they watched or whatever. And then people who play League or Warhammer or whatever can come in there and hang out too. So it can be a place for people who play all of the games. Come in and socialize. And I'm going to try to be more active on there if people have questions for me. I'll try to see if I can check it once a day and just have like a, maybe a prof question section. And I'll try to, you know, chip in and share some memes and stuff like that too. I know I haven't been great about that last time we had it. You know, there were people on there who were doing things, but I really wasn't super active on the Discord too much. But see if I can turn that around. And WoW's just a good social game too. Like, League is cool and I love League and it's fun, but it's hard to kind of bring people together unless you're of a very similar rank and you want to duo queue. Clash can, you know, bring some people together sometimes, but WoW is much more, I think, friendly for like larger communities to kind of socialize and things like that. So, but yeah, just let Black Falcon know, and we can set it up. Apparently, we didn't know he doesn't have the permission to invite right now, but I'm gonna give him that permission after this game while we're in the queue for the next lobby. No, it's perfectly fine, Sammy. Hopefully it'll revitalize the Discord a little bit more, though, and so you can hang out and get on the Discord. I know you used to be on the Discord pretty frequently, so hopefully we can bring that back. Bring some more social stuff in. It'll be fun. Yeah, the Kassadin, I don't know if he early picked Kassadin or what, but this is like one of the worst team comps possible. They literally have no AP. Wasn't even close. Damn. Yeah, I played TBC back in the day. I wasn't a guild leader or anything. I was a just a warlock DPS, and I saw a lot of the fights. You know, I don't remember all of the details and strategies, but you know, I can look that up and we can come up with some good game plans. You know, we're gonna try to be progression oriented, but we're not gonna be mega sweaty about it, right? Like we're not gonna bring 20 boomkins to the raid or something like that, but we'll bring one, and I think the most important thing when we're thinking about raid comps is, I mean, obviously certain classes you want them, but I think the most important thing is the player, right? Like just someone who, number one, has a really good attitude, like a guild first, no drama kind of attitude. But then number two, just like the attendance, right? If it's going to be someone who's raiding, if they can be there, the vast majority of the time, I think that's the really important. Those are the two most important things in my mind. And then as far as like class and stuff like that, or maybe like not fully optimizing every rotation, if you're doing like a little bit less DPS than perfect play and stuff like that, then that's, we can work around that. But so we're not going to force everybody to do drums and stuff like that, although I've heard that damn, I just could not get in range of my ult there. I've heard they may not be limiting drums. They said they were going to, but so like for example, if they don't limit drums, we're not going to force everybody to go leatherworking in drums. How did he get that shield? Oh, it was the Tarek. Huh. Yeah, that is one snag. We're trying to give everybody what they want as much as possible. But dude, I mean, I gave him so much. But we do have Black Falcons already doing the prop pally. So we can do that for some of our Karazhan teams. We can do it in Heroics. I don't know if going double prop pally is the way. I mean, we could theory craft it and see if that could work. It might be possible. I don't know. I have to talk it over with Black Falcon and watch some videos on it, but I feel like that could be rough. But if you do want to do Ret or Holy, that's definitely okay. Cool. Yeah, if you want to do Holy, we definitely sign you up for that. Right now, as far as I know, I'm playing Holy Priest, and Dave, I believe, is going to do... Oh, he's doing Elemental Shaman. So I think I'm the only healer right now. So yeah, we definitely have some room for healers. Really? I just didn't have any wards to put in the jungle. I mean, dude, you went Blade of the Ruined King, which was just nerfed, versus Gale Force, Essence Reaver. Yeah, he's gonna blow you up. Yeah, plenty of room for DPS and healers still. No, it's all good, Dave. You wanted Elemental Shaman. We need an Elemental Shaman, and I know you've been interested in it. Obviously, we're going to try to give priority to people that have, requested stuff early. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for this then, since Cassidy's so fed. He is getting big. So if we can just keep Cassidon up, we might be able to pull this through. So yeah, I want to, as much as possible, try to give people what they want to play. Yeah, I mean it's literally, I mean it's almost literally anything except for Protection Paladin for the main raid right now. If you do want a tank, we definitely, you know, Druid tank is kind of what we're leaning towards. We'd really like, but I'd be open to the idea of a warrior tank as well if you're into that, or you know, any healer. We still have slots for a lot of the niche stuff, you know, Moonkin, you know, Ret, like all of kind of the one-ofs are still available as far as I know. And then of course hunters, warlocks, and shamans, you know, there's really not a limit. Play a Shadow Priest? Awesome. We really, really would love Shadow Priest. Like, one or two of those would be clutch, because I know that Black Falcon is wanting to be one of the main tanks, and like the mana regen that you can give to a Paladin with that would be amazing. Because I've heard that Paladins can have a little bit of mana problems. Or that'll certainly free up some of his itemization, from what I understand. Okay, cool, man. Like I said, we're going to try to help people out and gear people up. I'm going to do my best to get the moon set, the moon cloth set. So I'm trying to save up as much as I can, and then that'll free up some drops in Karazhan, so I won't need the tier gear. So we can give that to other people. Shit. I tried to keep him up as long as I could, but it's just too many people. Classic is you just have to pay the monthly for it, which I think if you just pay month to month, it's $15. And I think if you buy more in advance, they give you a discount, but you don't have to pay for any games up front. You also incidentally do get a subscription to retail. So if you have any interest in playing retail, you kind of get both of them for the same price. But yeah, you don't have to buy any games. It's just that $15 a month. In theory, if you do play retail, you can get the WoW token. Like, you can farm the WoW token, which is like game time, basically, and use that to play Classic WoW. I've heard of people doing that. But yeah, it's just $15 a month. And then the game itself is free, as far as like upfront purchase. And you don't have to pay for like any in-game, you know, microtransactions or anything like that either. There is a boost, I think, with TBC if you don't have the time to level up. They haven't released what that number is going to be yet, but there is a going to be a boost feature to where you can pay a certain amount of money and start at level 58. So you'll still have to go through all of the new stuff, but if you haven't played Classic at all, it's basically just a catch-up mechanic for new people coming in that just want to start doing the Burning Crusade stuff in a couple of months, so you're not too far behind. Then that is a service that's available. Heartseeker. Heartseeker, US East, heavily horde. Should be a medium population server. Yeah, I think it's just one word, Heartseeker. And just talk to Black Falcon. Can you tell him your name again there? And then just friend him and message Black Falcon on there. He'll tell you his IGN here in a second, and we can invite you to the guild. And if you come in, we'll give you 10 gold and 4 10-slot bags to get you started. That should be enough to, you'll have the bags, you'll have enough to level up your skills, and maybe, you know, if you see a nice kind of early level, you know, green item that you want, or you want to, you know, level up your professions a little bit early for whatever reason. Holy shit, real? Okay, well. That was an oopsie. I don't know if we could even contest Baron, honestly, but so many people were down there. It wasn't even on my radar, and we have no vision control, so yeah, just message Beowulf, and he'll hook you up. And then Stoner Nation's there. Shadow Priest, awesome. That's one of the most rare classes too. A lot of people just don't like playing Shadow Priest, I guess. I don't know, but it's extremely useful in raids. Wow, Caitlyn, look at how she's walking. Doesn't it look like she's walking on air? What is that? Or am I just, like, losing it, right? Like, her shadow's so far beneath her. That looks really weird. I wonder if her hitbox is accurate, or if her hitbox is, like, where the shadow is. But it looks like she's levitating or something. Yeah, super useful class. Still does respectable DPS. I think it probably has a pretty fun rotation, you know, with dots. You got a little variation, you got some timers to keep up with. I think it's probably pretty fun to play, too. Damn it. Really? God, we're getting so diffed right now in the ADC.
Quadra kill. Aced.
Well, I mean, Locke is fun too. Eventually, we will have one Affliction Locke. Like I said, I think there was someone, forgive me if you're watching, I can't remember the name, who watched that I was friends with, or that I am still friends with on Stalag, who wanted to be the designated Affliction Locke. But if Locke will eventually go to, you know, pretty much Shadow Bolt spam. Like, you will have some other stuff, but Destro Locke is, you know, ideal. Which is fun. I mean, I did it back in the day. And it will be, you know, one of the top DPS champs, right? But, yeah, we probably, I think, we'd probably max out on 2 Shadow Priests if we can get that. I think any more than that might be a little risky, but yeah, I mean, if you want to do it. And like you said, that's probably going to be your ult anyways, potentially. Shadow Priests are also nice because, you know, potentially on some fights, you know, if we needed an extra healer, or if there's a healer missing and we hook you up with like healing gear, like maybe, shit. Oh, what? Come on. She's gonna run me down. Yeah. The Great Escape? No, not happening. But that is another nice thing too, is like if someone just can't make a raid night or whatever, one of the healers, like maybe we could call on you to heal that night. You know, not most of the time, you know, hopefully, you know, 90+% of the time, we'd want you to play the Shadow Walk. Because Shadow Walk is clutch, but it's nice to have that kind of versatility just in case. Lock all day. Good. Good, yeah, like I said, there's really not an upper limit on, I mean, you could probably find a limit on locks. You don't want to run 25 locks in the raid, but it's definitely, you could have a lot. Yeah, we're just in a terrible position this game. I mean, Kassadin does have stuff going on, but it just feels like everyone else is so far behind, and I just can't make plays on Lulu, really, like... That's one tough thing about Lulu, is I'm just, like, really indexing towards the 80 carry, like, being good, you know, and unfortunately we just don't have that. And, like, the Quinn is so far behind, and Quinn's a really, like, not great champ, unless you're just, like, God mode on her. And you have to take over early and really leverage her map presence. You can't just farm it off and go even, and you definitely can't lose early, or you're going to be in big trouble later. Wait, who died? How did Quinn die? I don't know. I'd have to look at a guide. I think that there's this guy, Kargoz, Kargoz, who does some pretty good, thorough, like, very well-researched guides for pretty much every class, I think. There's another guy, Crix, I think Crix, who shows up in a lot of, like, been listening to a lot of, like, podcasts and, you know, other types of just WoW stuff, just really trying to immerse myself and understand the meta and different things. But I'm pretty sure that, like, they can hook you up with that. My instinct is probably Affliction. It might be a little mix of both. But honestly, I don't remember the leveling builds. I remember, you know, the top Destro DPS, right, is sacrifice Succubus and then go 40 down the Destro tree. And I remember there was, like, a Nightfall, like, the Unstable Affliction build with Nightfall. I think it's, like, it used to be SM Ruin in Vanilla, and I think it's Unstable Ruin. So you go down the Affliction tree, basically, until you get to Unstable Affliction, then you go 20 points, I think, to get to Ruin. You may not get Unstable Affliction, I can't remember. I think you do. There have been some new technologies here. I have heard of Demon Locks being, like, okay, but we'll play one more. Sorry, I mean, I'm having fun talking, hanging out with people, but we're definitely getting blasted tonight, but hopefully at least. That's one nice thing is, like, my sort of mental energy also, if I have some other game going on as well, it kind of takes a little the edge off if I lose games on here. Like, I'm not happy if I'm losing, but I'm also, like, not as sort of emotionally invested in the game as much. So I'm like, all right, I lost, that sucks, but moving on. If I have something else going on, so that is kind of a way to help with tilt a little bit. Is to just sort of diversify a bit. Okay, yeah, while we're in queue here, let me, I'm just gonna promote him really quick. I think it would be very funny, to see how many, we're going back to League. I'm just promoting Black Falcon real quick, just so that he can help people get into the guild and kind of get situated and stuff. I think it'd be interesting to see how many people roll female on Horde versus how many people roll female on Alliance. Now, Blood Elf's probably going to change that up a little bit. But, okay, so I need to make you teacher's pet. How do I change this? Guild control? It's been so long since I've done this. Oh, just the up button? Teacher's pet. Okay, is that good? Do I have to press OK? Oh, you want me to go to guild control, double check permissions? Wait, I'm adjunct? Oh, it starts at the... Wait, is adjunct the highest or the lowest? Okay. Is that ironic? Can we change the names of these? Because you know adjunct's like the lowest on the totem pole, right? Like grad students with like grad students usually make more money than the adjuncts do. Like no joke. If you're a master's student and you have a teaching assistantship or whatever, you're getting paid more than the adjuncts are. Okay. All right. Anyways, okay, we'll get out of this. We'll play another league game here. Okay, cool. I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, yeah. 60% of Horde's gonna be Blood Elf. It's a PvP server, medium population, called Heartseeker. It is in Classic WoW. It's not in retail, so you have to go to the Classic WoW tab. Oh, okay. We can sort it out later if we need to change anything. Okay, let's see if we can end on a win here. But it's just PvP. So I don't know. Check out the guides. I can try to find yourself one. Yeah, I need to change it to. I might want to change it to Distinguished Professor instead of Adjunct, or something like more funny about Adjunct. So I'm the Adjunct. Like there can only be one that's like basically GM. Could call it the Dean or something. I mean that's kind of generic, but. What did they start calling people at my university instead of president? They used to call people president. I think chancellor is kind of the new code word for that. Chancellor might be a step down from president. But that's the person who always gets mentioned as like the highest ranking forward-facing official in all of the stuff. At least at my university is the chancellor. Makes it sound like something out of Star Wars. I don't know. I still think that PhDs instead of doctors should be called grandmasters. You have masters first, why can't you be grandmaster second? I think that sounds so much cooler than doctor. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think doctor should be for medical doctor. I think anything else where there's like a master's first, grandmaster. Lawyer, call that something else. Or like dentist, I don't know. God, Rel is so freaking annoying to deal with. I can't really play Rakan into that. It's pretty good into my it's pretty good into my champion pool in general. I could play Janna into that. Janna does kind of stuff her pretty hard. If we have enough engage. No, not a lawyer, a dentist. I'm thinking of other people who also have doctor that can be called doctors. Like lawyers and dentists can be called doctors. So they have it's a DDS, a doctorate of dental something or other. And then lawyers are JDs. It's like doctor of jurisprudence. Grand Wizard. Yeah, Grand Wizard is for KKK. Grand Master is like for chess. Grand Master of the Teeth. I think that would sound really cool too. We need to bring back these epic sounding names. Oh, your challenge? Okay, let me see. $1 per point of KDA. Oh, one Vision $1 per point, or KDA $5 per point of KDA. I mean, vision, if we're going vision score. Sorry, I didn't see that, or I would have done, go like zombie ward. But I'm not going to do that to you. Okay, so they have like Maokai top lane. Might end up dodging this. Where's... Team comp's looking kind of bad, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to dodge this and just go on to the... Let's go play on the other account real quick. Just have so many tanks, so much CC, and we just don't have a good way to deal with that. Master Semper. Okay. How much are those bags? Sweet. Now I just have to go for Ingenious Hunter, Ghost Ward, or Zombie Ward. I won't do that. That'll end up being ridiculous. I'll just do normal stuff. I don't know if Maokai's seeds give vision or not. I mean, they give vision, but I don't know if they give vision score. Nah, I think that'd be a little... I don't know. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, put their... if you want to share your Discord name or your YouTube name, then putting that in your notes would be cool. Okay, we'll go with this. Yeah, channel name, and if they have a different Discord name, if they want to be on the Discord, that would be helpful for anyone to kind of just come in and see. But definitely the channel name would be good, so we can kind of learn everybody. I mean, we kind of need everything, but yeah, I mean, like shamans, warlocks, hunters are ideal. We have a pretty good spread of interest from what I'm remembering. We have a shadow priest. We have a prop paladin. We have a holy priest. We have at least one warlock main, possibly two. We have potential holy paladin, I think, from what I'm remembering. We have an elemental shaman. So we have a pretty good spread. So kind of everything's still open except for prop paladin. But yeah, shamans are always very in demand. Any elemental shaman. We could do a second elemental shaman potentially. That's a little fuzzy. Hey, what's up, Ben? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I don't remember. There might have been a time where I was really early. I can't remember. Sorry if I'm forgetting the name. Yeah, the couple that would be extremely limited, where if you can play something else that would be ideal, would be like DPS Rogue or DPS Warrior. If you really want to do it, we can probably make it happen, but those would be like the least desired. If I had to pick a couple of least desireds. Yeah, Jay said he can do either one of those. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start streaming again around 11 or 11:30. I know I haven't been very good about it the last week and a half. Jason and the boys talked me into playing WoW again and getting ready for TBC. So I've been kind of no life in that for the last week and a half. Still doing the stream, but I've messed up my sleep schedule and I've been kind of late to the streams a few times. So, yeah, I mean, ideally you'd have one group of, you know, the perfect group for kind of the DPS would be something like 3 Locks, Elemental Shaman, plus Boomkin in a group. And then you have another group of Hunters plus Enhancement Shaman. And then you have like a group of healers, kind of a tank group, and then you have sort of a toss-up group. But it just kind of depends on what we have. Oh, never mind. She's going Kaisa. I'll just let it slide. But yeah, it wouldn't be terrible. If we have more Warlocks than Hunters, then Elemental Shamans are great. Or even, like, you put Elemental Shaman with, like, Mages as well. Mage is another one that's, like, not exactly in super high demand. If people want to do it, that's fine. But that's another one where really just, like, 1, maybe 2 is ideal. They can put out some okay single target damage, but I think Hunters and Locks are, if all else being equal, those are usually going to be a bit better for the kind of runs we're going to be doing. Now, maybe some of those, like, mega, you know, Gandalf-sized neckbeard, sweaty, you know, like, world first, maybe they can find some ways to kill all the bosses in, like, 1 minute or something before the Arcane Mage goes out of mana. Like, maybe that type of thing. We already are pretty indexed pretty heavily towards that, but we're kind of going to lose lane anyways. I'll just do Maokai. But yeah, in general, I mean, we're just kind of open for pretty much whatever. It's just the melee DPS is tough unless it's Enhancement Shaman Alliance on Heartseeker. Yeah, follow your heart. The most in demand are Shamans, Hunters, and Locks, but we can make, like I said, pretty much anything else happen. Okay. Yeah, they're all AD. Okay, well, I guess we're tanking again. Oh, except for Galio. I guess Galio has a little bit. Hey, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ben. Helps out a ton. Hopefully your game design's going well. He looked really cool. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of, like, Chrono Trigger. On Classic, apparently, if going absolute best, Mage's DPS is better than Warlock's. Yeah, in Vanilla, once you get to, they're pretty close. I think once you can go Fire Mage and you start to get a lot of crit, like you start to get into Naxxramas gear, I think Mages might do more. But in TBC, yeah, there's a lot of new stuff that makes Warlocks, I think, superior. In a lot of cases. I mean, it can be competitive, but, Locks have a lot of things going for them. So hang on a second, I can tell you. So pretty much, like, Locks, they have a special ability, like, with Shadow Bolts, which I'm sure you're aware of all these things, but if you crit, then your Shadow Bolts, like, the next 4 Shadow Bolts deal, like, 20% extra damage. If you have multiple Locks in your raid, then that stays up a lot of the time, and there's just going to be higher crit percentages in general. In TBC, there's just more crit on items. They also introduce a stat Spell Haste, which is very good on Shadow Bolt because it's a very long cast spell that also has a half a second reduction on it, so that means it scales super well. It's like 86% ratio on it. And then you have a lot of things that feed into it. When you have a Shadow Priest, that gives you 10% extra damage on all your Shadow stuff. If you sacrifice your Succubus, that gives you 20% extra damage on Shadow things. Ruin gives you 100% extra crit damage. And then I think the bottom of the Destro tree now also gives you an extra 20% damage on your Shadow Bolts. And all of that stuff stacks multiplicatively with each other. So, I mean, I was basically in tier 4 gear And I remember doing a LAR back in the day, like the Phoenix in Tempest Keep, and I was critting him for like 8,500 damage in tier 4 gear, which is just like, was nuts damage. You also get Soul Shatter, which is massive. It allows you to drop your threat by a large amount. So you're no longer kind of limited by threat. And if we get an Elemental Shaman with you, I can't remember if the Elemental Shaman's going to be able to drop the Salvation. What element is the Soothing, whatever, the threat reduction one? That's maybe a possibility, but we can definitely put the Paladin Salve on you, and maybe if the Warlocks are really hitting like trucks, we might be able to convince the Shaman to do the threat reduction one. But I don't know. If that replaces the mana one, I'm not sure if it does, then that might be difficult, but... Okay. So she's pinging go and just like literally stands there and watches when I go. Huh. It's an air totem. Tranquil air. Okay. So I don't think you need an air totem, right, for your own, like, healing. Yeah, they don't need agility. Yeah, so that's perfect. So yeah, that's huge. I don't think I had that luxury. It was a terrible fight. Kaisa was wrong. We shouldn't have gone in on it. She didn't have isolation. We really need isolation missiles if Kaisa's gonna win these fights early. So yeah, that'd be 80% threat reduction, which is huge. So you can really go all out. Okay, I kind of have to decide if I want to go AP or tank. We do have Fiddlesticks. We have quite a bit of AP. Are they going to be building magic resist? Galio probably will. But they're also, a lot of them are really squishy, except for Galio. I think I'll go AP. For some extra damage. Wait, is the Wrath? Does Wrath count as an air totem? Your special totem? The elemental totem itself? The crit totem? Or is that just a cooldown? I can't remember. Is that something that's permanently up, or is it like a 3-minute cooldown thing? Jesus Christ, dude, like, it's just, I shouldn't even be saying anything. It's just so cringe. Like, how on earth could you possibly think that's my fault? How is it even possible? Like, we're behind in the lane because she fed earlier. She said to go. She watched me. She got hit by everything and died. And now she gets hooked, dies, and blames me. Well, at least Aurelia's going off. We can maybe win around her. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up Wrath of Air then. I didn't know they had a spell power one. Is that spell power and healing? Is it just spell power? The 100 ability power is probably better. I don't know. You just gotta mute people, Kamoi. Happens to everybody, man. It's happening to me tonight. Yeah, Kamoi already said he didn't want to do it. We'll just... It's fine. I would totally go on that if I didn't think Kai'Sa was worthless, but... Huh. Missed the days of League. Yeah? Okay, I'll have to check it out. No, it has a monthly subscription to it. It's free to buy, but it's $15 a month. We're about to get dove. That's bad. Maybe Galio jumped in. It is hard to engage into Galio too, so like the tank version is also kind of rough. I need to buy. I haven't bought anything all game. I keep having to hold the tower because Kai'Sa keeps dying. Hey, LeVay, it is Heartseeker. Black Falcon can tell you that. He can tell you his IGN also. Oh, they're multiplicative? Okay, well that's not as good then. I thought they were additive. Okay, yeah. If it is 100 ability power then, you know, that would be better. Usually if you have, especially with Soul Shatter, like, usually you can hold the aggro. Maybe if, like, the locks are going mega hard. I mean, because the extra damage is not going to matter if you're doing more threat than the tank can handle. So, I guess it'd be situational. Our tank probably wasn't, like, fully studied and optimized back then. It was a druid, but... Alright, we're just gonna get, this here. Damn, Lucian's still staying up in farm, though. Hey, Levi. Or Levay. Were you, the Warlock guy that I've talked to late night sometimes? Sorry, I can't keep everything straight, but... Yeah, we decided there was a lot of different... I'm gonna make a video about it, but there were a lot of different, things that go with it, but... yeah, we can help you out with that in some ways. If you have a lot of gold on that account, you know, there are some ways that we might be able to get that gold over for you. Just talk with one of us if you have like a significant amount of gold. Really? It's not going to hit anybody? Oh my god. They must have it warded. I cannot believe they turned around that fast. Oh shit. Irelia's here? Wait, why is she going in so late? Holy shit, this is a freaking disaster. No way. God. My hitbox is so big. God, why did she wait so long? Lucian has no interrupts. Why'd she wait so long to TP in? Why did Fiddlesticks go in without his ult just randomly? Oh, okay. Cool, Leve. Yeah, sorry about that. We were on stall lag, and then, yeah, we just thought about it, and just sort of ended up deciding to go Alliance. But this is our final answer. We're going to do Alliance on Heartseeker, so... There's a possibility at some point in the future, if a lot of people really care a lot about World PvP and it stays very Alliance centric, that especially if Blizzard allows like free transfers or something, we might transfer, but I would say it's super low. I really don't care that much about World PvP. I think it's kind of nice to actually be able to level up without getting like turbo ganked. And you can still, you know, you still have good PvP in battlegrounds and arenas and stuff like that, so. That's like the only drawback that I've noticed so far from the server, but. Oh, cool, man. Well, thanks for being a long-time supporter of the channel. Yeah, I know it's kind of rough for some people that it, you know, I committed a lot of time, too, to that, so. Oh, my lord. Galio is still just such a menace, man. I don't know. I don't know why that champ doesn't have like a 60% win rate. It feels like he's just always popping off. He does so much damage and he's just so strong in general. Really. Dude, tonight is just not our night, man. Just cannot buy a team. Price is 1 in 5. That's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, Vanakin. Yeah, sorry I can't keep everyone's name straight, because I know I was like talking to you. I've talked to you a couple of times late night. It's just hard for me to keep everyone straight from the channel name versus the in-game name. Okay, cool, man. Well, that's awesome, and, you know, like I said, if you come over, we'll hook it up. I don't know how much money or what gold you have or whatever, but we're giving everybody 10 gold and 4 bags if you need that. I don't know what level your Alliance lock is, but... Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I know it's annoying when people have been leveling stuff up. It's kind of made a, you know, a final decision there when I decided I was probably Gonna switch over to Priest. I'll make a whole video about just kind of walking through my thought processes on that, but we do know a technique. I don't know which server you're coming from, but Black Falcon does know a technique where potentially you might be able to get, depending on how much gold you have. Well, no, if you're transferring a... Okay, no. I was thinking if someone is... Okay, it won't apply to you. If you transfer with Alliance, you keep your gold. But, like, if someone out there has a Horde character with a lot of gold, and you're wanting to come to Alliance, there is a way that you can bring your gold from Horde over to Alliance through the neutral auction house. I think it requires 2 accounts, or it requires you to be on one of the servers that we're on, either Stalag or Heartseeker already. But there might be a way that we could do that. That starts to get a bit more complicated, but Black Falcon's good at theory crafting out some of these loopholes. Hey, no one's done enhancement yet. If you want to do enhancement, I haven't kept track of everything. We do have a Discord sign-up app to keep track, but I'm pretty sure no one has asked for enhancement yet. So if you want to do that, we can definitely run 1 or 2 enhancements. Any kind of shaman right now, we can pretty much make work. I think there's just Dave is the only person who's like hard committed, I think, to shaman. Someone else earlier said they could do, what was it, druid or shaman? But I mean, we could have up to 5 shamans. Honestly, you could probably do more than that, but God, we're just getting run out of the gym here. So we could honestly probably do even more than that. So it's really hard to have too many shamans, you know? So if you want to play enhancement, we can definitely find a spot for you.
That's 3.
Did they get Baron? Okay, it's up in a minute. Did they get it earlier? No, it just hasn't even spawned yet. We're getting dumpstered so hard. I thought they already had Baron. They sort of expect that. Okay, good. Yeah, make sure, you know, you gotta always make sure you're taking care of, you know, jobs and all that good stuff. Also, it's hard to pay for that subscription if if you don't have any income. What can be... Oh, shaman. Yeah. I think that they should give you about a month, at least a month, with the pre-patch when they release it to kind of level up. And like I said, we'll have people where we can help you out with some things too, right? Like we can... we'll have some people probably that can run you through some dungeons, at least, and get you some good gear every now and then, help you complete some tough quests, and... you know, we might even have, there might even be some other people that are leveling up some alts at that time too, that can run it with you, other shamans. We don't have a lot of people. Yeah, it's a 3v5, so. He's dead. It was really, really bad positioning and fight. I think everyone's just kind of AFK zoned out. I mean, I'm kind of guilty of that a little bit this game. So many people are just kind of checked out. Wow, really? Okay, he got 1 person. I was about to say, oh my god, dude, if they both get away, I'm gonna be real sad. I had so much gold. I should have probably just back to bot.
An enemy is legendary.
But yeah, 1 for each group is definitely doable. I think the typical dream scenario is like 2 restos and then just either 1 or 2 enhancements or 1 and 2 elemental, depending on how many melees you have. Please, guys. Okay. Guess at least we got one kill there. But yeah, I mean, you can have upwards of 5 hunters, locks, or shamans. Then you can have probably 3 or 4 priests really easily. 1 or 2 holy, 1 or 2 shadow. Druids, you could have 3 of those. 1 for each sort of specialty. Paladins, you can have up to 3 of those. You know, 1 ret, 1 prot, 1 holy. So there are a lot of classes where you can have multiple. Like I said, the only ones where you probably don't want that many, like, overloaded are, like, your rogues and your warriors. Like, we can do that if people really want to play those things, but those are the kind where you probably want, you know, 1 or 2 you can do, but it's kind of going a little out of your way. We can definitely, you know, potentially make those things happen. I like how almost everybody are just wanting to play these support hybrid classes, because usually those are the hardest things to find. Like, if we have to pull people from the server, we can find some, you know, hunters, right? Like, if people want to play hunters, that's great, but it's so much harder to find people willing to play, like, you know, shadow priests and shamans and stuff like that. Yeah, druids are really good. I was looking that up. I think priests have a bit more versatility. I think their itemization is a little bit better too, potentially. They're just on Baron right now. We're trading tier 2 for Baron. I mean, I guess we kind of have to. Irelia's dead and LeBlanc's bottom. Real? Okay, I guess he just canceled it. Dude, Thresh might be coming that way. Yeah, there he is, bro. Like, come on. I should have just let him die. It's like, where you saw Thresh run through the middle. Where do you think he went? Okay. Well, at least we got 1 kill off of it. The combat res is good. The one thing that, like, druids really lack is you can't cast, like, just a normal heal. Like, you kind of can. It was really close for me on, like, druid versus priest. I still, like, I wouldn't be upset if I did druid, but like, you just have to spam, like, regrowth if you really needed to, like, cast some heals. They are super mana efficient, but, like, Circle of Healing is, like, really strong, especially in, like, Black Temple and Sunwell, as far as, like, AoE healing goes. I will end this misuse of magic. But yeah, I mean, I think they are both really good. I think shamans are good too. I think the healers in general are all, like, pretty balanced, and they do different things, which is pretty nice. I think they're probably one of the more balanced of, like, all the roles. Tanking's fairly balanced too, I think, somewhat. DPS is really the only one where there are certain ones that are definitely better than others, but honestly, there aren't that many, like, bad DPS champs. Yeah, the stacking Life Bloom is fun, and I think you can get haste with that, which is pretty good. I'll have to look that up. I know I saw some druids that were going kind of some top end. Like there's a trinket where every dot tick, I believe, has a chance to trigger haste. I'll have to see if it's every dot tick or every spell cast, but haste is extremely good on them, and you can spam a lot of spells, which is pretty fun. Whoa, what the fuck? I thought we were winning that. How did we lose that so badly? What just happened? How did everybody die? My ult just came up too, which is definitely, it feels bad. Like, actually, how did nobody die? I guess we killed Thresh. What? Huh. Yeah, they did have tree form. And you have to, like, pretty much in raids, you're going to permanently be tree. Unless, there are some situations where you would pop out to cast a, Swift Mend, or not, Swift Mend you can cast in tree form, but whatever the, empowered instant cast, healing touch, I forgot what that's called, nature swiftness, that you'll pop out a tree and then have to go back in, but otherwise, you just stay in tree form pretty much the whole time. But it's like super efficient. Like the life bloom, pretty much all of your spells are just mega efficient, and you have like these great hots. So like anytime somebody gets hurt, you're getting a piece of the action, right? You're getting a piece of that heal, which helps a ton. And then the Swift Mend, every 15 seconds you get a really big heal if you Swift Mend one of your hots. And then you also have Nature Swiftness. So if the tank is going down, I would say, you know, Druid's one of the absolute best at bringing them back up, like, super fast. It just, you know, just Swift Mend, Nature Swiftness, boom. You know, like 10,000 heal. Okay, so rough night in the office. I think we lost all 4 games. I still am not entirely sure how we lost that last fight. I think they just beat us with their pocketbook. Beat us with their wallet there. It just felt like they just had more power than we did. I'm gonna be streaming some. Yeah, I think if people are interested in watching some of that, I'm still gonna have the league stream at the same time, but beforehand, during the leveling process, especially when it first comes out. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, when it first comes out, I'll definitely do the leveling process, at least for a little while. We'll see how it goes viewership-wise. And then, you know, I can chat, be very interactive chatting with people. And then I'll try to stream the raids, too, at least. But if a lot of people want to watch, you know, kind of the pre-game, the pre-league, or whatever, that'll be fun. We could maybe stream some battlegrounds and arenas and stuff, too. So, yeah, if people want to watch it. Cool, man. Okay, well, that's going to be it for tonight, unfortunately. I do have to meet up with some students in the morning. I need to check what time that is. I have to take Rory to daycare also at some point, so I do eventually have to get up. But anyways, we'll get back in here. We'll try it tomorrow. I'll see if I can do a an update for you in terms of like a patch preview, what's coming next week. I know Markiater just released a tweet about that today. I didn't get to it today, but I'll try to have that up for you tomorrow so you can kind of start planning ahead and seeing what you think about the changes. But anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good day. Oh, hold on. Yeah, sorry, Mitch. I forgot. Well, that was a good game to sponsor me because it's going to be real easy on the wallet. Thanks for reminding me. Why do they have to make this so annoying? 19. God, dude, I got murdered. Because they just kept clearing all my wards. I guess I just didn't even... Wow. Yeah, it's probably the worst vision game I've had in a while. I mean, we're just getting annihilated, and I guess I just didn't even put vision down hardly. So yeah, that was a really bad game for me as far as vision. I didn't realize it was that bad. I knew they were obviously beating us on vision, but I didn't even put the wards down. So they did sweep like a ton of wards, but I definitely could have put more down. Okay, thanks, yo. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, I'll definitely stream it then. I'll try to keep it interesting. I may not stream like me fishing and stuff like that, but I'll try to stream like the leveling grind early on, and then might do some really like long streams for that if I can afford to do it. Depends on the day that it drops and stuff like that, but I'll definitely be covering it. But anyways, yeah, so 19 big ones. Jesus, just pretend you didn't even see this game. That's so terrible. Like, I can't believe I only placed 7 wards. Like, how is that even possible? Usually I'll place 7 control wards. How is that even possible? Because I purchased 4 control wards. How did I only place 7 wards? I don't even know. I guess maybe I was more like zoned out than I thought I was. It is a combination of me being tired and like me just talking about other stuff. Donate button's not working. The PayPal. Oops, not that. Hold on, let me see. Where? I know Streamlabs was acting up earlier. Oh, did it finally get through? I think Ben donated with it. Okay, thank you so much. At least I can, at least I was taking it easy on your wallet. Okay. Looks like you got it figured out. Sorry about the problems. Yeah, Streamlabs is, it's been really weird lately. I don't know what's up with it. I'll have to investigate. But anyways. Oh, you have to put a name in there. Okay, well that's, maybe they changed that around. I don't know. That is kind of weird. But anyways, okay, well sorry about the hassle. I'm glad you're able to figure it out. And thank you so much for the 19 bucks. That's worth. That's worth. We got dominated in 4 games, but God, that was terrible. God, I can't even believe that happened. 7 freaking wards. I don't even know. It was a good day for the donations for sure. So yeah, we lost a lot of games. We got to come in here, hang out. And if you don't sign up today or you're on the fence about WoW, you're not sure, I'll make a video about it, and I'm sure we'll mention it during streams for anyone else that wants to join as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and log for tonight. So anyways, I might pop onto WoW for just a little bit here at the end. I'll do that off stream just to do a couple of things, but then I gotta hit the sack here soon. So anyways.